Well, I'm back. I'm going to weed and trim my overgrown pomegranates, I think, and see if I can get a second little spurt of growth out of them. I know I haven't been doing too many true bonsai videos lately, but we'll see what we can come up with now. I might try a little bit different of a format, so I'm not always just cutting little films in and out and pasting them all together. Maybe try and do something like a once a week thing or something like that. I don't know yet. We'll see what comes in the new year. I haven't been working too much, but I've had so much other stuff on the go too. I'm trying to empty the other side of the house and get all my storage outside ready and all that kind of stuff. I think I said all that kind of stuff many times there, but you know, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I think I'll start with trimming my two pomegranates, my two biggest ones. So this is my one that dampened off. So we'll de-weed this, and then we'll give it a trim. I'll bring you in a little closer for that maybe so you can see better. I don't have too much of a clear wall or anything. I'm going to try and do this before the kids get home from school. So I think that might do it there. You should be able to see good enough to be able to tell what I'm cutting. I'll try and stay behind it so that the background doesn't get too busy. I'll just grab my tools here. I think that's all I'll need. So I don't want to defoliate too much, but there's a couple of odd branches. There's this one hiding over here that looks like it got broken off and kept growing. And there's branches that are just crossing every other one, trying to get over to the window there. So another thing I'll be doing to my collection too is I'll be adding more lights inside the shelves. I should be able to put lights in there and give them a little bit of extra. I think that's what the trees need. We haven't had too many super sunny days. So I should probably weed this first so we can see the base. I've been leaving the dandelions, unless they're super buggy. I've been leaving them so that I have dandelions to feed the rabbit for the winter. She really likes that. Guess I should have probably weeded this first. Before we started, maybe we'll do some magic video weeding and take some of it out. Who knows? Just gonna get a bag to put this in. Can't really get plastic bags anymore. There's not too many stores. Ooh, paper bags are loud. There's not too many stores that have plastic bags anymore. They're sort of being decommissioned in Canada. So we got an abundance of paper bags. And we have to go back to the old school of taking a paper bag and folding the top over, and that's our garbage can. We don't have those little plastic garbage cans anymore because we can't get bags for them for free. We have to pay for bags for those. All the things you didn't know you wanted to know. Or you're finding out you didn't need to know. Big clump of grass there. Indoor turf. Alright, I think that'll be good enough for now. I'm not going to be transplanting. I missed the window on that. And it's in full growth, so I don't want to mess with the roots right now while it's in its full growth time. This one I don't think really needs it anyways, but the other one does. Got some big roots there. I might even repot that one anyway because of those big roots that I'm seeing. Okay. Alright, now we can begin the trim. So you can see where this tree had dampened off and fell over in the pot when it was just like this big, and it recovered, and it had just this whip here for a long time. This one, it just went all the way around like this and curved around. That was the original whip, and then it grew a bunch of branches here, and this one survived, so it's got a split into two, and I don't mind that at all there. I like it. And then on that branch now, it has a whole bunch of branches in a row, and they seem to be all growing out the top like a mohawk. So I've been somewhat trimming those away, but a little bud in here, I'm just going to take that off with my fingernail. 2 branches from one spot, but we'll deal with that in a minute. There's lots of more buds growing up this branch here. So if these buds come out, I might be able to bring this branch all the way back to here. I did cut it here before. So we'll just go up this one first, and we'll bring it back so that it starts to split a bit closer to the trunk. This one here is growing straight up. I'm going to take that one right off. And these root really easily if you like pomegranates. They root like crazy, and they back bud like crazy too. I see buds all over this branch here. So this branch here is growing out rather than straight up. I'm going to take this branch right back to that one. There's a bud growing on the other side of it too, so we'll see what it does. And I leave a little stub for dieback, and this bud that's growing straight up, I'll leave that one there for now. And then this branch here, I'll bring right back to the first 2 leaves, just like that. So that does it for that branch. That's one down. So we'll head up this one. There's a dead little shoot here. And there's a very long straight section here. And I see buds all the way up it. There's two buds starting here, right at this cut stub here. There's two buds there. It's splitting into two. So I want to take, well, I don't want to, I'm going to take off everything above where those two buds are starting, and take this whole thick part right off. I'll leave a little bit of a stub there, and then I'll take the old pruning mark off, or pruning stub off, I should say. So now that one is chopped off, and I know that these are going back in toward the tree, but I wanted to leave them there so that it still gets a lot of sap flow up there. It's in a growing phase right now, and all of these buds down here, maybe it'll activate some of them, and I can bring this branch right back. It is getting thick too, so that's that whole branch done for now. And if we move up, there's a spot down here, has two branches. Hopefully it's dark enough for you to see. I won't know till after. And I kind of like having a branch here, and then there's this branch. There's just way too many in a row. So down here, I think I'm gonna take this little one here off and leave the big one for now. Well, it's not big, but the other one. Just like that. And then there's this big long whip here between this one and the thick branch. I'm going to take that completely off. Woo! That's a big long whip. That's gone. Clean that up a little bit. Now this big thick one, it started growing nice, and then all of a sudden now goes in toward the tree, like toward the inside of the tree. I don't know if you can see here. And the top half is dead, half is whipping like crazy. So actually, I should hard prune that, but I think I might take it right off, this one. Well, there are a couple buds here. Should I give it a chance? I don't know. It's not growing the direction I want it to. Yeah, I better keep it, but well, there's a branch that goes off that way. What's this one do? Absolutely nothing. Okay, well, we'll take the top off of that branch then. Like that. And then there's this other whip that comes off that branch. So I'll bring it down to the first good leaves on that whip. And that is only to keep it growing, to activate these buds back here. Then I can chop it back again. So I'll just let it go. Excuse me, I'll just let it go crazy and then bring it back after. So then there's two more branches that come off there, and actually I think all of these are too close together. You know what? I think I am going to take that big one off. Yep. I'm going to do it. Say bye-bye, big branch. I got to take it below those buds so that it doesn't grow back. Okay, that big branch is gone. Need some better tools. There, that's a better gap, eh? That's a much better gap there. And I think I will space them, so I'll keep this one, bringing it back to the two leaves there, and I'll get rid of the other one that's growing absolutely straight up as well. But we'll see if we can get some more buds going. There, that spaces those out pretty good. So we have bar branches up here, and the one that I would normally keep is the broken one that's still growing somehow. And then this one is, I gotta take this one off. It's just not ideal at all. Off it comes. And this one here, I'll have to I'm gonna hard prune it. There's a buds way down here. I'm just gonna hard prune it and see if those buds activate or not. There's two right down there. We'll see what they do. Be nice to get some there. Another little bud starting here. And actually, there's another bud a little bit higher as well, right here. It's growing back toward the inside though. I don't know. This one needs to either come off or be redirected because it's growing into this one. And I think I can probably take that one off and develop that bud on the other side. And I'm going to take this branch back to... These buds are actually really close together. The nodes are really close together there. I'm going to bring it down. These buds here are facing this way. I think I'll bring it just down to that. Hopefully they activate. This one seems to look green already. And then the final twist. Not really. It's no twist in the plot. Just cleaning up this little pruning stub here, if I can get in there. You'll have to pardon the weird way I'm looking at everything. My glasses, like they last 1, maybe 2 years, but because I work outside in the sun's always shining on me. The plastic lenses have a coating on it, like a anti-reflection coating, and it starts to peel off after a year or two, and that's what's happening now. So my vision in my glasses is blurry. I have to look up and down, or look above them, or look below them. I'll be getting new ones in spring. As soon as I know that work is going to start up again, I'll go get my eyes checked up again and get some new glasses. Well. I think we'll have to do the same thing here to bring this down. I'm not sure which one I wanted as my apex. It depends on where a front would be with this tree. ones are really hard to decide. But for now, anyway, these nodes, there's little buds here. Here, 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 here. They're super close together. So I think I'll just nip it in the bud. Ha 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 ha. Just kidding. Nip it above the bud. I think I'll go right back to here. And then this one here, growing back into the center, I'm just going to take that right off. There's more buds down here on this branch. Should get some more, but I want to curtail this branch a little bit because it's getting pretty thick. And I should be able to bring this one back. That way the apex stays on this one. Yeah, I think that's about it for this little tree for now. Yeah. And I'll put it back over in its little spot. The surface feels dry, but I know it's not dry underneath. I gotta cover these handles in this one too. Really like this tree. Alright, so we're in a pretty good cold spell now. Oh, it's warmed up. It's warmed up in here. Excellent. I can feel the breeze coming through. You can see the curtain moving. That's just from the breeze coming through from the windows. They don't seal perfectly, obviously. They're old. So, oh good, it's warmed up. It was bottomed out at -20 when I came in earlier. So it's supposed to stay cold for the next week or two. And in the other trailer, the trees stayed at -20. The temperature didn't go up and down. Where in here, it goes up and down because there is outside air coming in. So I got to uncover everything. I had to do a big dump in here from the house because of a new person moving in. So I have to move everything around and light the wood stove. And we're going to see if we can keep the trailer relatively warm without having it too hot for the trees. So we'll see if this is going to work, because I don't think I can run electricity out to here. It's too far from the house and I don't have enough electrical cords. Alright, I'm going to do that off camera. My dandelion opened. They were cute. The leaves are much more miniature now than they were. Must be getting root bound finally. I still really haven't figured out what's going on with the azaleas, but they seem to be doing better down here where it's cooler than upstairs, so we'll try and get them through till summer, till we can get them back outside. And I thought I'd show my little dandelion flower inside the house. Alright, it's officially dark out in here. I've got the curtain closed because I was afraid it was going to get too warm. And I seem to be able to hold the temperature, oops, just below 0. And they said -5, so it did go, it went way below -15 in here. It was -20, probably for a day and a night. You can see the frost on everything. That's good. That means the humidity's still okay. There is outside air getting in. So I'm going to try and keep the the wood stove going overnight to try and keep it warm. We're in a cold spell now, probably for the rest of the week. Oopsie. Ugh. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to pick all that stuff up. Just gotta check on the dog out here. Oh, he's literally right here. Oh yeah. Okay, so I managed to figure out a good way to keep the fire going, not to burn through a ton of logs, and to keep it just perfect in here. It's going a little bit high now because I just had it open and I just put another log in there. So if this goes good, I should be able to put another log or two on there at bedtime, and it should be alright until I get up nice and early in the morning. Sometimes I get up really early in the morning. I'm still used to being on the work hours. You can see just glowing through there. And it's not super hot. I can still touch it. And it's just warm enough that it stays just below 0 there, which will be perfect, theoretically. I got a mess to clean up now, so yeah, thought I'd show you guys that. That's what I've been doing today with all the inside chores and catching up on some videos today. Yeah, I got a lot. There's so many bonsai channels now. It is absolutely awesome. But it's really hard to keep up with, and I fall way behind when I'm at work, so when I have time off like this, I try and catch up. Inevitably, I'll fall behind again, but I do my best. So if I miss some videos, don't worry, I'll watch them, and I usually try and watch everything in order. I don't like to miss many episodes. I like to watch them all in sequence, so I'll start with where I left off, and then I'll keep watching until I catch up with the present day. Crazy mutt. Perfect. So, yeah, and I do my best to make my rounds through everybody. So I got through Scott's now, and I'm working on Ryan Houghton's channel, Houghton Bonsai. He does some fantastic work. I'm jealous of his trees too. And then hopefully I'll be able to keep up with them once I get all caught up. If not, well, next layoff, if I get a layoff, I'll do my catching up again. Yeah. I was supposed to do some bonsai work today, but I didn't quite get there, and now there's a Cleveland Browns game on, so there's hooting and hollering now with 4 boys living here, or 4 men living here. It gets a little noisy.